Please remember to share the video. Share it in your own.
Are we live now? Okay, I think we're live.
I want to welcome every one of you to this program this evening. First of all, I want to welcome my viewers. If you are listening from Europe, I want to say good evening, because this is night now in Europe. And if you are listening from our dear country, Nigeria, I want to say good evening. If you are listening from US, it's still afternoon there. I want to say good afternoon to all the people in the US and Canada. And if you are listening from the Asian continent, this is very early. This is morning there. I want to say good morning to every one of you. So no matter where you're listening from, I want to say good morning, and I welcome every one of you. This may be my last broadcast for the year, and I want to say Happy New Year. I may still have some other broadcasts, but it's not going to be on a political issue. My invited guest today, first of all, I want to welcome Eze Ifeanyi Igwekala. I will give you opportunity to introduce yourself more than I can. And beside him is Ezawo, the popular face every one of you know. And then my brother from Edo, Isaac Obakbe, is from Edo State. I invited him. And then Mayor Chris. If you look at the people we have, I try as much as possible to bring different people from different walks of life. I have Mayor who lives in Europe. I have Eze Ifeanyi in Nigeria. And I have Isaac Obakbe from Edo. He also lives in Abuja. And then Ezawo, every one of you know him. He don't need introduction. He will introduce himself. Ezawo lives in Europe. Today we have a very serious topic. We have a very serious thing. Besides the smiles and the laughter in our faces, we are facing an unprecedented time in the history of our tribe. We are not here to joke and play. We come because we feel that something is happening. Igbo people say that an adult does not stay at home and the goat delivers while on cage. Something is about to happen. The sky is so gloomy. Evil realm may fall. And that is why we want to talk. Some of you may decide to keep quiet, but people like me, I have said it on and on that I cannot keep quiet. This is the only way I can serve my people and the history. In the words of Churchill, Winston Churchill said, I will write history so that history will be kind to me. I will also write history so that history will be kind to me. And this is my own way of writing history. When you see evil, you keep quiet. When that evil happens, you will be forced to talk. I don't know how to talk. I don't know what to say. It's just because it has happened. It hasn't happened to you. The moment it comes knocking on your door, it doesn't matter whether you know what to say or how to say, it will happen. And nobody's praying for war. And nobody is a warmonger among us. But we see evil. We see something happen. We have a lot to discuss today. From the social media country down to the security network we see in our forests and our bushes, and a lot of things. I would say, before I give my guest time to introduce themselves and say one or two things before we go into the real matter, we don't want to negate the fact that these things are born out of the negligence of our governors, the reps, the presidency, the people we elected. And that is why we are talking. Before we go into the matter, I want to give our brother Eze Ifeanyi opportunity to introduce himself and tell us one or two things before we continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here. And I must appreciate you for the good job you've been doing. Sometimes I ask myself, where's the energy coming from? Because even though I live here, I understand the system where you are, time and money down there. Yeah, we can afford to go play around, drink, you know, in motherland. So I must appreciate you. Thank you very much for the good job you do. And as a man, the believer of the tradition of my land, I can only say that our ancestors must have been pushing you to do what you're doing. Else, I wonder where you got this energy from. That's, by the way, my name is Eze Ifeanyi. They call me Igwe Kala, some call me Eze X, as the case may be. I live in Lagos, and I'm an Igbo man from Enugu State, to be precise, Obolafo in Nsukka. That's where I come from. I was also formerly a member of IPOB in Abuja, and I had a position, the PRO for Zone 2. That's Kubwa, Zuba, down to Walada area. I was the PRO. We all joined the group, you know, with the interest to better the land, make things better for our people, and of course, politically improve our land. I didn't know much. I didn't know much that there was some ideas beneath, you know, to swindle our people, to steal from our people. I was there for about 1 year. And after a while, as a man who is calm and close to nature, I was able to see that, man, some people are just making us all dead while we take the bullet for them. You know, I was in the courts when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested like 3 times in the high court. And I was working then, but I would leave my break time. I was working at a Wuse 2 opposite Crystal Lounge. It's a lot office. I was there as a team lead. I would leave there, walk down, drive down to the high court, and would sing all that, you know, trying to support our brother who was in problem. And it's good to support our brothers, nevertheless. It's good to support any black man you see. I'm a Pan-Africanist. So all along, I've always been so shocked. Ever since I read the history of black man, I have always been on the side of black man, wherever I found him. I've always been on the side of black deities, black history, black tradition, anything black is what I think. And that's how I've been living my life. Like joke, we have seen how things have metamorphosed to what we have today, which is we are in a very sorry and dangerous state, whether you take it or not, where we are like a keg on a bomb, you know, boom, and we are all blowing now. I stand against anything that has to do with tribalism. I have not seen a white man tell me his wills because he's Scottish. I've worked in big companies. I work in big companies, multinational companies, as a radio engineer when I used to work. Today I'm a businessman. But I've never seen any of them tell me, I'm from Europe, I'm from UK, I'm from London. They don't put tribe before. The same with Chinese. I've been with them, live the same one with them. All I know they are Chinese. But black people have always tried to separate, even within the Igbo, there's still a separation between the Kano man and the Suka man and all that. This is very, very wrong. And Kano saw that loophole and ruled on it, speaking evil of every other tribe. And do you know the implication of that? Kano has been able to separate and isolate the Igbos today. That I stand against. That I want to be the one to, or among the people that will make the correction. Because no tree makes its forest. Nature that put us within this cosmology or within this life was not stupid. And we wouldn't allow one man to separate us. I don't want to go into details now, it's just introduction of who I am. Thank you very much.
Okay, before I bring Ezawo, I want to beg every one of you watching this program. We are not here to fight anybody. We come to speak the truth and the mind of people. We are different people with different views of the situation. We beg you, share this video. Share this video. Somebody will learn from it. We are asking you to share this video. By sharing it, you encourage us. And as we go on, I want to bring Ezawo. Ezawo, all of you, most of you know him. He has his own way of doing things, and we will permit him. Ezawo, please introduce yourself and say one or two things before we go into other things.
I greet each and every one of you. Depends where you are now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am His Royal Majesty Ezawo Ofonya, the fearless king, second son. The kings that rule our mama, spiritual and physical. Without wasting your time, my mission in this planet Earth is to stop evil. I don't care who is involved. I don't care who the person may be. But to stop evil is where I stand. Because the calamity that has been going on in our land, especially in Africa, we meant to be great. We meant to be those history. But we lack knowledge. We lack wisdom. Bob Marley also sang it in one of his tracks. If you don't know your history, you will never know where you come from.
Sure.
I know my history. I know where I come from. And I know my wing. I'm not afraid of death. And will never be afraid of a human being. I think let me stop from there. Thank you so much. Okay, I appreciate you once again. That just reminds me. I appreciate you for your wonderful work. You know, it's in Jabba. I appreciate you, and my advice for you is also this: keep your hands clean, whatever you are doing, because only truth is there to save every one of us. Yeah,
okay, thank you so much, my brother Isaac Obape. Isaac, okay. Before we bring Isaac, I will bring Mayor It's like Isaac is having issue with his connection. But before then, Mayor is a very controversial figure. I personally bring him. A lot of people say today he's for IPOB. Tomorrow he's no more for IPOB. So I decided I want to bring him. If I can get such person who plays the two roles. I can't judge him and nobody can judge him, but I like controversial people too. Mayor, I want you to introduce yourself and don't forget to tell people where you stand, because people believe that you are an IPOB, you are an IPOB double agent, and that is why I personally invited you.
Thank you so much, my brother. First of all, my name is Mayor Chris. I am the leader of Love Recruitment Movement. Unfortunately, Agama I believe in my language. Thank you so much. First of all, somebody say Agama support support on that. The real truth, she couldn't get the IPOB, my brother. One side. That is normal thing. But the real truth is for the normal thing. But that is not the main issue. I believe before give me invite, I'm gonna go my stand in all these things. First of all, Agamaga Ebe if I my brother. If I am somebody that preach opinion. I believe I respect people's opinion. I want to draw your attention somewhere. You about black man fighting hatred against each other, and you mentioned about Nnamdi Kanu doing that. I want to tell you something. Many people know me very well. I like Nnamdi Kanu, but I don't worship him, but I believe in truth. When you talk about what is happening in Nigeria, I get bulls or where go do onye iji not were mat ka m were kwe not ahụ iji were mat.
Hello, Prince. Hello,
yes.
Hello, Prince. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just wait. We'll give you time to talk. Mayor is talking now.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Come with a not, with a example, not a hiji with a some not with 80, name 80, name 80 na jam with a university degree, by university. Somebody not a Southeast name with a 230. Okay, when they went to 150, the same school onye no not Tobara, onye no na 80 Abaroya. That is the pure racist. When you want to talk about hatred, that is where the first hatred starts from. Because one is this, onye no not, onye no na East, I need as our Nigeria. So anyway, something anyway here we onye no not. And when here could only not onye south. During the lockdown, men again man run the north to 20,000 naira. You live in Ibn Abuja, and I believe, thank God in Ibn Abuja, and you saw it, which many people send me the alert that I should go on air to talk about it. But nobody in East received that money. But we are still in Nigeria. So when we talk about racism, this is the foundation of this racism. But I believe I am not here. I am here to follow your opinion. We are here to discuss, because when you talk about bringing people together, some of my brothers, because of their level of understanding, an IPOB program. This is not the rightful thing to do, because they forgot that this thing is evangelism. You are evangelizing to people. You are still telling them, people who disagree what you believe, why they should follow you. You understand? But it doesn't stop you from being who you are. I am here today. Okay, I have different opinion with you. As I have invited you once in a while, I invited you. I have different opinion from you. If I Chuku, my brother, just like the same thing in Ekweba, when you talk about all these things. So these are the fundamental issues, and these are the reasons many people who are in the East who cannot speak see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the Messiah. Do you understand it now? Because one is this: your governor, which is my governor too, should Nando Ohanaeze ndị Igbo wundu kwesịrị isi ka enye mere onye nọ na North jiri aga school nweta 80 by university, onye nọ na East nweta 150 or by the same university. different. Born to rule. So these are one of the, when you talk about racism, I believe that inciting hatred started from all these fundamental issues. Because you onye 50, onye nwere 50 na Ugwu Hausa by university, onye nwere 50 na Ala Igbo by university. I believe na Nnamdi Kanu rise that tomorrow. Many people get here. No, but injustice brings something, bring it up something. That is one thing I want you to understand. Then the secondly again, I'm going to second point because you speak a lot. Although I'm still introducing myself, but I know with time I will educate you on more on and the Prince. Okay, I am happy to be here, and I believe my opinion will be respected, and thus the same way every other person will be respected. Thank you so much. My name is Mayor Chris. Thank you so much.
Mayor, personally, why I invited you, I never wanted to invite all the people that will agree with me. So you are free to say everything you need to say. We are discussing. We are discussing the way forward. I personally spoke to IPOB people. I asked them to come, but because they have nothing to say, they have nothing to defend, they shy away. But we will come to that. My brother Isaac Obape is from Edo State. I personally invited him because Edo somehow is being crafted into this thing. So we want to know what is the feeling of the Edo people, because I saw the video that went viral the other time when Kanu told even the Igbos that live in Edo to take guns, and there were a lot of verbal backlash, and we thank God it didn't escalate more than that. So, Bro Isaac, we want to know who you are, and give us some few words before we go into other things. Just be free to say whatever comes to your mind.
All right. Good evening, everybody, and Your Royal Highness, and Ifeanyi, and Mayor. It's a pleasure to have this meeting with you guys, and I'm honored. And to the host, Prince Okay, God bless you. All right. My name is Isaac, and I've been around. I'm from Edo State, and I'll tell you what, I'm from the palace too. Now, going forward, right, Nnamdi Kanu is an opportunist. He takes advantage of everything and try to prove a point. Now, let me even go down to Edo State. I'll tell you what, Edo, if you want to even go back to history, Edo, Benin, right? It's a kingdom of its own, right? I'm not going to be a tribal person here, but I just want to establish something, right? Edo, Benin is a kingdom. And when Nnamdi Kanu come and starts carving a niche and say, Edo is part of Biafra, that was the most stupidest thing for him to say. Now, I'm not going to go into that. I'll start by talking about the NSAS thing. How he didn't even know about the NSAS protest that was going to go on, which was supposed to be peaceful, and he decided to use it as an opportunity for him to destroy Edo State and even Nigeria. I'm going to focus with Edo State. I don't want to go into Lagos and other states, right? So he has a lot of followers in Edo State, right? More than 80% of the people I spoke with from Benin City, Nnamdi Kanu told them to burn police stations and other government functionaries. Now, if you look at the protesters that were there that day, his IPOBs were the ones that started it and lead these things on. Now, thank God that the NSAS process have ended for now, right? Let's even not talk about the NSAS again, because for now it has ended. What are we talking about? Kanu is a dangerous person. that needs to be curbed. When I mean dangerous, that needs to be curbed. That's the simple truth. So my name is Isaac, right? This is just a little introduction about myself. I'm a telecom consultant. I've worked with almost all the telecom companies in Nigeria. And as it is right now, I see no reason why the Igbos, I'm talking about Igbos, the great tribe, the Indibos, why they should allow an imposter hiding in UK to be determining and speaking for the Igbos. I really don't see any reason. I might go on and on, but this is just an introduction. I'm sure we're going to have, as the course of this discussion go on, we're going to have, I have a lot to say. So I'm going to leave it there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't need introduction. Most of you guys know me. I've always stand on the truth. And please, I ask you, share this video. We represent different opinions. Share this video to get the truth. For some time now, all of us see what is happening in Igbo land and Nigeria. And I will say God has been faithful, no matter what you understand by God. God has been faithful, averting the catastrophe they had wanted. To me, Kanu is a very dangerous human being. He's a very dangerous person. But there is an agitation. People are asking for something. Everybody is angry just because Nigeria is not working for them. But I have asked several people questions. I say, which country is really working? Ezawo, you live in Europe. Does everybody in Europe live very fine? Are they all happy? Do we have a world where everybody is not complaining? Because I'm aware that even in Germany, people are not happy with the way things are working. I'm aware that even in England, you have some homeless people. In United States of America, even a few days ago, I was just watching a program. People were even begging for food. People were begging. I was watching a program where people were begging for food to get something to eat. Okay. People were begging for food to eat in United States of America. And they are saying that in the next 1 year, they're going to have a lot of food problem. I don't think the problem we have is limited to Nigeria. Every country have their own problems. I have spoken a lot about other countries. The Kenyan people, they have problems. Intertribal problems, the Hutsi and the Tutsi, everywhere. The problem is, this is who we are. We are crafted in this precariousness. We are not angels. Even in homes, we have conflict. Mayor raised some serious issues. He said that in the north, people received 20,000 during the lockdown. And in the East, people did not receive that money. Well, I am not aware of that. And if it really happened, to me, it is a very big injustice. And this is why people are clamoring for cessation. But we have a place where we can take our problem to. Because I was aware some time ago that they brought some money in the East, but people cannot access it. Do we blame Buhari, or do we blame the Northerners or the Alamajares? When I say do we blame Buhari, I'm not saying that Buhari is doing well. Buhari has failed everybody. Buhari has failed us. But we cannot continue to talk about oil that is spilled on the floor already. So I don't want to hijack this program. I don't want to be the only one talking. I want all of us to talk.
Okay, can I just come in as regards to what Mayor said?
Okay.
Right? He said in the north, right? People got 20,000.
Yes. You live in Abuja. Thank you so much.
It was termed COVID-19 relief fund.
Yes.
Right. Now, the truth is that if you are not informed, you'll be deformed.
Okay.
Right? This money, right? This stipend was made for a certain percentage, right? For each geopolitical zone. And I can assure you, right, that I know a lot of people from the East and West that got it. But because they hate Buhari so much, right, they refuse to even display it. I'm telling Mayor now, me, I'm not a fan of Buhari. I campaigned against Buhari in 2015. I campaigned against Buhari in 2019. But what I discovered about that 20,000 you're talking about, which is COVID-19 relief fund, a lot of people got it in the East and they even refused to talk about it. I even made a post about this thing like a few weeks ago. You know, I like, you are here fighting for Brafa, but some of you got, you are here following Nnamdi Kanu, that was my word. And some of you got this COVID-19 relief fund and you just eat and claim out. There were percentages that were shared to each geopolitical zone. Now, what I'm telling you what I know, so I'm not talking about what they hear, right? The money that was shared was meant for about 88 million people. It was shared. It's not for everybody. So those that knew applied quickly. Now, even if you knew and you're living in the north, if you won't apply late, it will not get to you. They have this like, okay, I'm giving an instance now. We're giving 50 people in the north, we're giving 50 people in the south, and I'm giving that. I'll tell you what, right? A lot of people from the east got it. Maybe
okay,
those that knew people, yeah. So that's it. So
Isaac, thank you. May I know you want to say something. We'll come back to you. But before you say something, bro, Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu stays in the eastern part of Lagos. But I'm sure he can tell us if some people receive that money, even though this is not the real topic. But we have to really look at the nitty-gritties of some of these things. I wouldn't call them falsehood. But I want Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu to react to that, because a lot of things is happening, even the killings are at times just the same way you put it now, that they paid people in the north, we didn't get it in the south. And when our people hear such things, they feel that, oh, we are marginalized. Yet some people are getting things and then they are keeping quiet to the detriment of some people. And then these people who didn't get something will go out and say we are being marginalized. The same thing is happening even in the school system and every other thing. So I want our brother Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu to react to that and tell us the exact picture he has about some of these things.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, if my house would not be on fire and I go pursuing the rats, that the North is having issues or doing things, cutting corners, must not reduce me to a corner cutter too. But nevertheless, I must tell you that when they started discovering the palliative warehouses, much was not discovered in the North, but in the East and the South. So that's that's the much I can say about it. They go to school with 80 score, and I got into school with 252. That is their own ineptitude, self-destruction. I shouldn't want to copy it, should I? No. Just being reasonable. If my child gets 80, he's going to get caned, punished to make 300. That is a good father. So the argument is flawed on arrival. But that the North are getting it bad, is that the reason why we should submit ourselves to a non-entity? Somebody without any skill, not voted in, just a broadcaster that woo people who has an oratory power, because it's a magic. If Nnamdi Kanu toast any girl, the girl is opening up her legs. It's the gift he has. I do have such gifts too. You get it? But I'm using my own constructively. He is using his own destructively. Let us look at it critically. For me to join him means that he's very good, because I'm a critical human being. But as a critical human being, I looked at him as he went. Every step he took, I was following it. And everything he said, he never did. I'll bring you the first word. Yes, I will bring you Biafra, and Biafra will come when I die. That's his words. Am I lying? Because I have faith, all said. And then he said, I'm coming to Biafra land. And when I come, Biafra will come. I will never go to Abuja to negotiate. Yes. If you hear me negotiate with anybody, kill me. Yes, that's what he said. Is that what we are seeing today? Last time we listened to him before the announcement of the ENS security outfit, he said that this is not about Biafra, it's about Nigeria, that we are going to get Biafra through referendum. But he said it's Biafra or death. That's have already shown that this guy is not the real man. This man gave us BSSS, which is Biafra Security Service, like the intelligence group of Biafra. He took salutes. He did everything. Where's BSS today? They have decomposed to SOJ, soldiers of justice. Who is fighting him? Are you getting it? He gave us Lion Squad that went about beating our women, killing prophet that spoke against him, and even threatening that will kill me. Where are they today? Nowhere. Each of these he brought about, there was an account to sponsor paid money. I have the new account for the ENS that they should support it. How can a people reasonable support something that is not embedded into any law? I just wake up today, I tell you, I have some boys. They are very good in shooting guns. Bring your money, let us support them. Where are they going to exist? I saw somebody, you don't know the meaning of law, constitution, is the essence of your existence. They can make a man you. It is the soil you're standing on. So a criminal comes because he has some backing of some criminals out there. And it's need to speak to you because you don't have knowledge of self. You don't know what you are doing. You are looking for a savior that will come from the sky. And you see one telling that he's the savior, and then the savior is here. It's just a situation that I'm so ashamed of, that the ancient people of Igbo people will reduce themselves to the command from somebody who has no credence, not even a graduate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hold on.
Mayor, you will talk after him.
Yeah, because I listen to you, then you listen to me. That's just the professional way of speaking in such a forum. So I want to ask anybody listening to me, what has Nnamdi Kanu achieved for the past 8 years? One thing, I need just one thing. Then tell me, how many people have we lost? Ndibo, young men. Nothing less than 15,000 people. Okay, you say the Fulani, the Janjaweed, the Yoruba Famanu, this and that, kill them. How many Fulani has he killed? Not even one. You just have to realize that this guy is agent of self-destruction, self-annihilation. And he will not be found in the political spectrum of Nigeria today, courtesy of this guy. This words I'm saying, by the time I'm finished, my phone. I think I had my phone closed. I checked my phone. They have messaged me they're going to kill me. They will destroy me. They have told me that Mayor is a saboteur. And this one is our. You see, we are just fighting ourselves, destroying ourselves. Ndị banks Igbo ike kekwe Igbo n'ebe. Ndị a na-abụ IPOB, ndị a na-abụ MASOB, Binie movement, different groups rivaling each other in the same blood. And you think they are doing the right thing. If you hate, somebody's making noise, somebody's still making noise. If you hate the Yorubas have every reason to hate you. If you hate the outsiders have every reason to hate you. If you hate the Edo, they have the reason to hate you. Love conquereth all things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu. Isaac Obabe, I have a question for you, but first of all, I will allow Mayor to talk, and then we go to Azawa. Then I come back to you because somebody asked you a question. But prepare to give an answer. The person said, "So Isaac, so you are very happy with the massacre going on in Biafran land. So prepare your answer, bro Isaac. So Mayor, I want you to react to other things you have heard and you've been agitating to talk."
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One okay, Prince. Prince, I can be video. enwere ajụjụ ịjụrụ ịsụ enwere country enwere ihe niile together. Please, I will advise other people to mute mute your this thing. Everybody should mute after finish by on. Mute your program. Thank you so much. Can we give them time to talk? Emma, let me start from reacting from you. E.g. Kenya will compare you to Nigeria. Unfortunately, it's a sad story. Because when you hear the word giant of Africa, all Nigeria cannot refer you to. My brother promised, I'm coming to you. I'm going to use English, but I have to address my Igbo brothers with my native language, which I am proud to speak any day, anytime. Emma, I am going to tell you something. You refer Kenya as one of the country problem that in Nigeria their problem is not because now the problem the normal. I want to ask you a question. You live in Greece, right?
Yes.
You live in Greece. I live here in Germany. One soul one oboda. Onye ọbụla nọ n'obodo na-ede na profile ya pray for Germany, pray for Germany. But 50, 60, 100 na-anwụ every day. Ma ha nwụọ na Kaduna, ha nwụọ na Enugu n'Udi. Ma ha nwụọ n'Udi, ha nwụọ na Mubini. Even ha nwụọ na Agatu. Even today, Benue State, that even Autumn Samuel went there and said, this thing will not happen under me again. We know it is all rubbish. But the question is this, are you comparing this problem with the same problem EBA? That is number one question to you. Because we have to face the reality. You know, I'm not here, I'm here to face the reality. Now, from the second question, is he were a Kenya, were a man to Nigeria. Unfortunately, I don't know, I haven't been to Kenya, but I speak with people from Kenya, they have steady light. But to Kenya, do you know that Nigeria went oil? Do you know that Saudi Arabia oil and Nigeria went? Do you know that Dubai oil and Nigeria went? Do you know that Kuwait oil and Nigeria went? Do you know that Dubai oil and Nigeria went? Is it the oil a cost to Nigeria or a blessing? Now, can you compare a problem of a United Arabic Emirates? Can you compare their problem with the problem in Nigeria is facing? Do you know what is only Nigeria they feed under $1, a minimum of $1 in a day? How can you compare this problem? Because you know, when we talk about problem, there are problems, but problem is bigger than problem. Now, when you think that I'm just bringing the voice, when you hear the voice, when you hear the name Biafra means injustice. And I got to hear me. It means injustice. And when you talk about injustice, it means people believe that with this thing we have it, and it should be implemented. Somebody, my brother Ifani, Anoro here. But I want to answer your question. What happened to Nnamdi Kanu in 8 years? I don't worship Nnamdi Kanu. I just like him, but I tell you my opinion. Atiku, during the presidential one of his presidential address, he make it clear that a credit should be given to Nnamdi Kanu because of Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria is now shouting restructure. If not for what he have done, everybody would have been relaxing the way they are relaxing. He said, if you think that everybody have to stand up to say restructure Nigeria is just a joke, you try it on your own. I'm coming. When I answer a question, I answer the way I think you feel. I am reacting to you, Mazi Ifani, from when you talk about these 8 years. Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. He might not be perfect, which sometimes in my page, I say my opinion. Some of my IPOB brothers, they will say, Mayor Sabo, but we all have our opinion, and we have to face the reality. Isaac, my brother, Nnamdi Kanu didn't order. I want everybody to mute. Nnamdi Kanu didn't order any police to be burned down. I want to tell you something. As I'm talking to you today, 3 police stations in Anambra State was burned down because one person shoots one innocent Okada man. As I'm talking to you now, 3 police stations was raised down, and you know very well that the last time Nnamdi Kanu speak was 4 days ago. Now, who ordered this burning? This is to show you how anger people are. Look, this is about angry. This is about no work. Okay, my brother. You said that you want to compare Nigeria problem with here you are living. I want to ask you a question. You have work here. As I'm talking to you now, you have steady electricity. You have good water. where you came from, which one do we have? What can we boast of? Can you just say one thing we can boast of? Do you know that you know that if they kidnap someone closer to you now, that your street, all of them will come out in the street to have a flower. Have a preacher flower. Now I lost one soul. All of them will be praying. That's how I'm already rounding up in my program. Yeah. But then 700, as I'm talking to you, 600 people were kidnapped somewhere in Nigeria. Do you know what the president did? The president is somewhere in Dawara visiting his cow. Do you see? Can you compare this type of problem to type of can you compare this problem to this type somebody like Europe you are giving an example, or even Kenya? Even this Kenya you are giving an example. We have seen the explosion in Kenya. We have seen how the president responded. So now I'm asking, can you compare this type of problem to this problem? I'm going to give a chance so that I will continue where you people. So basically, over to you, my brother. I'm coming and thank you so much.
I know you have been waiting. You have a lot to say, but before you go in, I want everybody please share this video. I will give Mayor. I will always give Mayor. I will always give you a longer time because it's like you are representing IPOB in quote. So
I am not representing IPOB, but I am not an IPOB brother. Brother, I'm not don't refer me to what I am not. Okay, I tell you my opinion. I am an Igbo. And I believe in Biafra, but
I want people to share.
I have my opinion.
I told you that this program is this program is uncensored. I need you to, even if I ask you one, answer 2, 3, answer just uncensored. You know, so Eze, I want you to react to this because I know you have a lot to say, including the fact that some people got the money in the north and some people didn't get in the south. Who are we to blame? Is it the Fulanis or the Alemajares or our representatives, our governors who didn't get our share? Please react.
Igbo Mamman, I greet everyone once again.
Good evening, sir.
Because Malaki, Mayor, Asian non-Igbo,
use both English and Igbo because a lot of people are viewing and then they don't want to be left. So if you can mix the two, that would be great.
I'm dealing with them. I'm going to do it the way they are going to understand what I'm saying. So I'm with them. And what Mayor said. Two of them are talking the same thing, but with different understanding or with misunderstanding. Mayor na 20,000 acre na north. Mayor says so. Then as if I people were to quiet that na Igana Anigo, if a man Anigo those days, I got a warehouse for food stores. But such things didn't happen in north side. Are you getting the point? So this argument or over learning or over speaking, they mind we are not moving forward. Our problem is our representative. Our problem, for example, when you come to the Igbo side now, all the whole government are appointees. All the whole local government chairmen are appointees. Usually, every local government chairman is supposed to receive at least 40 to 50 million for allocation. But these appointees, local government now, they are not receiving up to 10 million. Maybe they will just give them 5 million and you won't say anything because when you try to talk, they are going to sack you and put somebody there. The problem is our problem. When I'm not against anybody, but I'm always stand on the fact. The fact is that land is not our problem, but it's part of our problem. Because you can't tell people to go and burn their voters card and come at the dying minute of it again and asking the same people you ask to burn voters card, you ask to boycott election, you give warning as command and control, not to go and do. that you don't want to mingle with the politicians, that you don't want to relate or have anything to do with politicians. The same you are still meeting politicians. If we have the opportunity with our voters card and vote our mindset, our choosing person, is not going to be worse than what we are seeing today. Who is the cause? The cause of that election of something, and even command and control his followers to burn their voters card. Without voters card, you can't vote.
Well, let me not cut you short. We had, I really want you to talk, focus a little bit because we had some discussion before I give Isaac opportunity to react, and then we come to Ezifine. This security network that is inside the forest, I don't know, have you ever thought of the risk it poses to our people? What happens to people like you who have a contrary opinion?
Sorry, please, okay,
yes.
Please, okay, please, 1 minute, please. Before we move into that security stuff, can I reply as our
other people need to talk. Other people will come to you.
I know other people need to talk, but you are as our made a point, but you are going out now, so we don't want to so that we cannot forget.
Let Ezawa finish. Let Ezawa finish.
No, Ezawa didn't. Ezawa have finished. You are moving to Eastern security. You are moving to Eastern security. Don't move from that thing Ezawa said now about the representative and the way. I have to clear the air on that.
Wait, forget about it.
No, Mayor, I have a question. I have a question for you. That question.
You have a question for me. I understand, but we have to make other people to learn. Ezawa made a point. Ezawa said, Ezawa talk about Nnamdi Kanu and representative and why Nnamdi Kanu is somehow the problem and why did it. So can I react on that before you enter into another topic?
Okay. Just quickly react in 2 minutes. Then we go back to him, and then
Okay, let
please,
me
just 2 minutes.
Let me react on that. Let me react on that. Ezawa, thank you so much. You are my brother more than 7 good years, I believe, and I respect you. But I want to tell you something. You talk about the representative, and I am happy you say something like this. But I want to ask you something, Ezawa, my brother. You have a platform. You preach about. You have what you teach, and I haven't seen you calling any of this representative that you are saying is part of your problem. You have spent 94% of your time calling Nnamdi Kanu because we have to face the. I'm judging you from what you said. You said Nnamdi Kanu is not really the problem, but I don't want to speak like I'm defending Nnamdi Kanu because normally I don't defend Nnamdi Kanu. I don't believe in truth.
Okay. Allow him to allow Ezawa to finish them. Yes, it's his time.
Please. When everyone is talking, allow that person to finish. You know, when you guys was talking, I just keep silent and listen. Be a good listener. Don't be faster than your shadow. Be a good listener. When someone to start, maybe the beginning you may not understand it, but at the end of it, you may come to that point. So allow me to go there before you jump into. You haven't seen me talking about.
Continue.
You said you haven't seen me talking about to go to the representatives. This my dread was cut off. Who cut it off? Is it Nnamdi Kanu? You haven't seen me talking about representatives. I was locked in cell or in prison. Let me call it cell.
Ezawa, I disagree with you. No, I disagree with you.
Mayor, Chere.
No.
Allow him to talk.
I disagree with Ezawa. I disagree with you.
Mayor, excuse me. Mayor Chere, let him finish.
No, I gotta put it. No. Let's tell the viewers.
Excuse me. Mayor, when you were talking, even there are things you said I would have reacted, but I never reacted. You know, we will come to you. That's why I say if you have your pen, anything you want to react, just put it down whenever it is your time. I give you like 6, 7, 8 minutes to react to everything. So now this is his time. All of us have spoken. So there are things he needs to say. Let him finish. Then, bro, you see the way bro Isaac is waiting. As soon as he finished, Isaac has put down some things. So you don't have to react when he's talking. Just write down your point. As soon as he finishes here, you take up everything. Then we go one round and allow some people to come. So, Ezawo, please go straight to your point.
So, like I was saying, Nnamdi is not our problem, but it's part of our problem. And the reason why I say it's part of our problem is when he asks his followers to go and on their voters card. Without vote, voters card, you can't vote. And if you don't vote your choice, the choice of the devil is going to position someone. Then when you look at it, it's like Nnamdi is working with this politician. Somehow, you go and meet them, he will come and tell us, I meet them, they don't agree to do that. But when he keep all the secret he have with them, when they start to explode it out, he will say that, you see, they don't keep secret. Because you discuss with them, you come on and you talk another thing. When they come earlier to open it up, you say they don't keep secret. So, like as I was saying, Nnamdi is our problem. And it's not the main problem. And without wasting time, it's time for every one of us, go to your local government, go to your state. I have said it last week. Everyone needs to go to the state and face your problem in your state, just like family. Every family has issue. You can't have family issue and you go and bring somebody from outside to come and settle the matter. So everybody needs to go to the state. If you can see, when our mama accident happened last 2 or 3 months, I got the picture, I post it on air and give the governor of a serious warning. He should look into that road before my madness reaches his office. Because IPOB said that he's mad. I love that thing. Before my madness reached to his office, or before 3 or 4 weeks, he go and reward that road for 1 year, 6 months, which is 18 months. From our mama Johnson talking. You see, if others are tackling their governors, things like this will be moving. But if we don't talk, we keep on saying we are waiting for Biafra. Biafra is not coming. We are not seeing restructuring. We are not seeing development. We are not seeing everything. Then, when we are shouting Biafra, those are our representatives. If you got the reason why they work with Nnamdi, then we give him, he will come on air, convince you all, and then our representative because nobody is there to tell them restructure here. And when it's accident all this you do when this energy to be talking things like
this. Thank you. Bro Isaac, somebody asked a question, say, so you are very happy the massacre going on in Biafran land. Edo is part of the so-called Biafran land. So I don't know how many people you've witnessed being massacred in your land. I know there was a time Edo people had some fracas and a lot of people died from Edo. So I don't know what is the situation on ground in Edo, because I had some people, a lot of people have called me and said they are not Igbo, they are Edo. Some people say they are not part of this, and people say they are part of this. So
all right, let me just come in here. I got the question right. But before I go into the question, right?
Yes, you're free to say whatever you like.
Yes, I'm going to praise Mayor. He's a man, and he's not just a tribalistic person, but I think he's fighting for the good of everybody in Igbo land. So Mayor, kudos. And I listened to the king, Ezewo, and Fine. Both of you have been doing a great job. Now, going back to this question, right? Whether we like it or not, the truth is this: Nigeria is under attack. You cannot deny that fact. The whole region is under attack. It might not extend to some states in the region, right? But to some states in every region, we have this bloodsuckers, Fulani men, and foreigners invading our territories. So you cannot actually look down on that stuff. I'm from Edo State. In the northern part of Edo State, which is Edo North, we had some of these people coming to attack. And as I speak with you, right, we have vigilantes there that are addressing these issues. And I'll tell you what, they've been killing and catching some of them, and they've been attacking. There's attack. Now, going back to the East, the truth is that the East is like the most peaceful region in Nigeria as we speak today. But it doesn't mean that because they are the most peaceful region in Nigeria, they should relax. I believe they should safeguard their territories. Having said this, Nnamdi Kanu, right, is not the one to safeguard the territory, except it is given by the governors. That is my point. Now, if you look at the Southwest, right, if you can remember very well, I mean, some of you can remember, the daughter of Afenifere was killed by Fulani headsmen. What did they do after that? The 6 governors came together. We're talking about law. We're talking about constitution, right? No matter how anybody come and tell me that Nigeria is a zoological republic or it's whatever. Yes, Nigeria has messed up, especially to our generation. But that doesn't mean we should not look at law. These governors came together and formed a network for their country, for their region. And at the end of the day, they came up with Amotekun. Right? Now, I can tell you for sure that the southern governors are working on stuff like that. And just recently, we heard about, let's even start from Niger Delta, when Governor Kowa, he came out with Delta Hawks, which is Niger Delta. Edo State have theirs. Okay? Now, the Southeast, I can tell you that they're actually working on this stuff, but Nnamdi Kanu on his own, who is trying to launch a Biafran army against the Nigerian states, decided to pass through the back door in the name of defending Biafra land and formed, right? Mayor, I can see your reaction. I know you're not happy with what I'm saying, but just be patient, right? Let me land, right? Right? In the name of...
No, go on. You have your point,
okay.
brother.
Okay. Let me speak, right? In the name of forming an IPOB army, right? They decided to take advantage of this situation to launch an IPOB army. Now, there is nothing wrong with launching this IPOB army. But I'll tell you what, this was how Boko Haram started. I've been to all the region, I've lived in all the region in Nigeria. For your information, right, I grew up in the north, I was born there. My dad retired as a military general, right? So I worked in the east, I live in Lagos, and now I'm in Abuja, and I've lived in UK and America. But I'll tell you what, the little I know is that if these people, since this IPOB security, this Eastern security, is being created by one man sitting down in London, right? How, if you cannot sustain these people, you have exposed them to guns, you have exposed them to some premature military training, right? In the long run, if these people cannot be sustained, right? I'll tell you the truth. If they are even disbanded, you have exposed them to a bit of military training. They cannot go back to their normal life. You either retain them or they become bandits. If they don't become bandits, they become rebel. The only way to curb this whole thing, right, is only if the Southeast governor endorse this thing. If the Southeast governor does not endorse this thing, then it's a total outlaw and rebel that Nnamdi is trying to form into the Nigerian system. And for me, this is dangerous. And I initially stated something, and I said, of all the regions, right, the East must have had some pocket full of attack from herdsmen or whatever, but they are still, in this Buhari's administration, they are still the most peaceful region in Nigeria as we speak. But being the most peaceful region in Nigeria doesn't mean they should wait for this bloodsucker Fulani herdsmen or bandit to come and attack them. They need to safeguard this thing. But if they need to safeguard it, it has to be an act passed by the National Assembly, and it has to be done constitutionally, just like the way the Southwest governors did theirs. To the extent that at least they can know who to hold responsible if these people are going up. So Nnamdi Kanu is in London. If these people go haywire, who are they going to hold? Is it him that is in London? I know about security, right? My dad spent over close to 40 years in the military, right? I followed him closely. As a matter of fact, I was even in Nigeria Defense Academy before I left. So nobody can come and start telling me about security here. So I'll tell you what, Nnamdi Kanu, right? In the long run, is training a bandit or a rebel. Except these people are being endorsed by the 6 state governors of the East. Pass a law, give them a proper package for them to actually safeguard the Eastern region. If not that, if this thing is left for Nnamdi Kanu, I'm telling you the truth, they will go to a stage where even himself, in the long run, will not be able to control them. We all know how Boko Haram started. I'm sorry, I'm going to be very offensive here, and I don't mind if I get into trouble. Boko Haram started from this man called Shetima. They were political talks. He kept them for him to read. I'm sure most of you know who Shetima is. Anybody that wants to arrest me should come and arrest me. At the end of the day, he armed them. While he was arming them, they found out that he was going to dislodge them after he has become governor of Borno State. From there, they started forming a group. They started having ideologies without his own knowledge. Before you know, they grow up to the monster where they are today. That they even killed his younger brother, where they were trying to stop him. This was just a man trying to have talks to protect him, and that is what we should look at. I'm not against anybody protecting any region, but it has to come through an act of a law. If it does not come through that, that person is just forming a rebel group or a bandit. In future, that's the truth. I'll tell you what, Buhari is the most useless person on earth, as far as I'm concerned. I'm telling you the truth. As it is now, I don't fucking care if anybody arrests me, because I don't care. I say it as it is for me. I'll tell you what, right? 1984, Buhari was a president. In the 80s, he was the president. I'm trying to make your audience and your guests know certain things, where I'm coming from. 1984, he was the president, right? Who was in charge when he was the president? At this time, he was in his 40s. It was Idiagbon and other people. He was just a figurehead president. Is it at his 70s and 80s that he will not be a genius to be in charge of Nigeria? So let's not even talk about Buhari. Buhari has failed this country. That is why people like Nnamdi can take advantage to do whatever he's doing right now. I'm going to end my note on this, right? I don't see any reason why Nnamdi is claiming, as far as I'm concerned, he's behaving like a coward. I would have respected Nnamdi Kanu if he had said, this is IPOB army, and we are ready to face the Nigerian army. We have launched our army, instead of coming under the disguise that it is this. It doesn't make sense. I'm telling you the truth. I would have respected him, and I would not even criticize him anymore on my pages if he has come up to say, this is IPOB army, and if we are ready, if you don't leave we are taking Brafa to ourselves, instead of coming under disguise of whatever, chasing bush rats. Who are in the forest? Is it the Fulani people in the forest? Which of them are in the forest? Maybe there are some of them are in Eboin. That is being cowardized. And I told you something that Mayo, I'm going to pick on you. I'm sorry, no vex, right?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something. I told you something that he took advantage of NSAS, right? Sneaked in and to do some shit. His calls were intercepted. I have friends that are in DSS and whatever. I'm saying this. I know this thing is going to go viral, but I don't care. His calls were intercepted where he was calling his connectors to kill policemen and burn stuff. I heard those calls. I'm sure you heard it. Now, if you go to the interview he had with Dele Momodu, have you ever seen Nnamdi Kanu apologize for anything he has done? When Dele Momodu confronted him with this same thing, you know what he said? He said, I was misunderstood. They misconstrued my words. Well, if they misconstrued, I apologize for misconstruing my words. That shows signs of guilt for a man who does not see himself as somebody that should ever apologize for any action or inaction he is taking. Go and listen to that interview again. It's on YouTube. You will see Nnamdi Kanu apologize for the first time. His apology was apologizing to whoever is listening that they misunderstood him. Does that make sense to you? He was shocked. The thing shocked him. Say the intercepting call. And I tell you this one, me I know they for backyard or whatever. You understand? I tell you, it shocked him. He didn't know. He would have used an encrypted phone. Maybe nobody would have said. His call was intercepted where he was giving orders to his coordinators and states to bomb stations and fly the IPOB flag. Go and see. I only advise you one thing before you respond to me. Go and listen to Dele Momodu's interview with Nnamdi. It's on YouTube. It's not deleted. You will see a place where he said, "I apologize if my communication was." He said they kind of edited it. Edited what? Who doesn't know what Nnamdi Kanu is capable of? Now,
okay.
Yeah.
Ezechuku, don't go anywhere because you'll be speaking after him.
Now, let me just round up. I'm sorry, I'm taking your time. I need less than 2 minutes. Right. I'm going to look at the way forward, right? And the way forward in 2019, right? There is no way, right? If there's going to be a Brafa tomorrow, and I'll tell you the truth, I don't mind if there's going to be a Brafa because whether we like it or not, right? The North and the South, especially the Igbo, they are enemies. They don't like each other. I grew up in the North, so I know this thing I'm saying. They fucking do not like each other. Right? Now, if they have to be a referendum, Nnamdi Kanu allow his followers and whatever he gets, the ego got the better part of him. There is no Hausa Fulani man, right, that will allow even have a discussion with Nnamdi Kanu because they love the so-called one Nigeria. Right? Prince Eze, I hope you are listening to me. Prince Eze, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, yes. We are listening. They love
the so-called one Nigeria. I don't mind if this country break into 4 different entities today. Now, if any region is looking for disintegration, right, I think they should be given, especially the Igbos, as far as I'm concerned. But Nnamdi Kanu is not the man to lead that agitation if there has to be that. Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, right? In 2019, right, Nnamdi Kanu made Atiku to lose that election, as far as I'm concerned. He made that Atiku to lose. We all knew how the East gave Jonathan their support. And the East was ready to give Atiku their support. Atiku is from the North. But I'll tell you something. He's a Wazobia man. He's not really a Northerner. He's a Nigerian. I can beat my chest and say it. He's the kind of man that will become president and like, oh, you guys want Brafa? Come, let's discuss. And let's talk. If Nnamdi Kanu is a smart man, I'll tell you the truth. He, at a point in his life, after he came out from Kuje prison, he was holding the East to ransom. He would have used that opportunity either to float a party and make sure all IPOBs get into positions of power in the East. These same people that get into positions of powers, they are the ones that should have negotiated, and he would tell the East to kindly give Atiku support. If the eastern part of Nigeria had given Atiku, voted for Atiku the way they voted for Jonathan, there was no way Buhari would have beaten Atiku. Yes, I know there were fraud, there were electoral fraud, but trust me, Atiku should have still won that thing. Nnamdi made his people to throw their voters' card away. A day to that time, after he has been given over 100 million.
500.
Said, yes, over 100 million. Over 100 million from Atiku. But Atiku had to talk to him. After 100 million, he now said our preconditions have been met. Please, you people should vote. And the fucking IPOB, they didn't even ask him what preconditions were met. They never asked him. And the fucking IPOB that he even telling to go and vote, they didn't even go and vote. Go and check the statistics of votes between Jonathan, when Jonathan ran in 2015 and 2014, and when Atiku. I was ashamed. I was even crying when I saw what the East gave to Atiku, and you expect him to become president. So, my dear, I'll tell you what, right? The only way, right, this thing would have come into play, there's going to ever be Brafa, is to have a president that has the 21st century mind. Not a president like Buhari that is still living in 1982. Now they cannot blow out everything. Now he's resort to forming bandits. I have a lot to say, but I want every other person to talk. Right? And I'm done for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You said, from the reaction, you said the mind of a lot of people. I have no regret bringing you to this program. As a Ifeanyi Chukwu, I know you have a whole lot to say, but I want you to start from the security outfit point of view, the implications. Where do you think we are going from here? And then, as I promise you, is an uncensored program. Say your mind.
I must once again thank you very much for your kind of person you are. And before I go into the security situation, I just want to say one thing. I am not here that my face might be seen. If I wanted to do that, I'm an artist. I write music. I have my songs everywhere. And MTV, you get it? So somebody should mute his mic. Getting back here, seriously. Mute your mic. It's just not there. So I am here because I'm concerned about what I can see that is about to be formed. And I speak from the depth of my heart. I'm honestly speaking. I would rather kill one man than to kill my entire generation, my people. So on that I'm speaking. But then the security outfits Kano created is not new to me. In case you don't know, I was the IPOB PRO Abuja. And at the point in time, we were paying so much money for defense fund. Is that off your mic? Isaac, off your mic. Is coming back seriously.
Okay.
Off your mic. Ezra, we your own. Okay, thank you. It's better now.
My own is not the problem.
No, it's okay now. It's okay now. Thank you very much. So we contributed a lot of money, running into millions of naira. I'm not talking about 10 million, 20 million, 30 million. I'm talking about 200 million for Kano to buy arms that he would come down to Biafra land, because he told us that he had the men scattered all over the Biafra forest that would protect us. And he had 1,000 men that trained in Malaysia. But behold, when it was time for Kano to go to Ukraine to sign off the deal and pay the money, the guy flight missed its route and landed in Benin Republic. From Benin Republic, he came into Lagos and went to a hotel around Ajawa Estate, close to the airport, and there he was arrested. Truth be said, that's what happened. But his brother, we fought for him. He got out of the court, and there was negotiation between him and the senators and the politicians and the stakeholders in our land that we may go politically to avoid bloodshed. But Kanu is a man who doesn't want anybody to shadow him. If he goes politically, he doesn't know anything about politics. So he opted out and started traveling from Ebonyi State to River State on the shows where he said, I'll go to Abuja and bring back Buhari's head. Remember? And that prompted the Python dancers to visit him. Before then, he also showed us the BSS, which is Biafra Security Service. They even matched and performed better than this security outfits he showed us. What happened? Thereafter, disbanded. Then Lion Squad. Thereafter, disbanded. So what is the big deal about this new one? We all know what our people went through in each of these errors this man committed. We all know in Python dance, over 320 people were killed, but Kano and federal government agreed to announce only 28 people. What I'm saying is this. My brother Isaac Obakbe have said it all. There is crisis in Africa, not even in Nigeria. There is crisis everywhere in Ethiopia, in Ghana, it's everywhere in Africa. We know this and it's a fact. There's crisis in Middle East. But amongst all these people, Igbo land is the safest. The problem we have in Igbo land is kidnapping, orchestrated by our own people. Child theft, burglary, little crisis. I'm from Obolafo. From Obolafo is Ohanaeze, Makurdi, Kogi, up to the north. We don't have crisis. All crises we have entertained so far were orchestrated by the lips of Nnamdi Kanu. Nevertheless, there must have been one or two, because whenever people exist, whether they're husband and wife, child or whatever, there will always be frictions. It's understood. But if we have to create a security outfit because other people that are being attacked are creating theirs, it has to be collectively, because I don't know who is called Nnamdi Kanu. I've not seen the motherfucker. He doesn't represent me in any way. He's not my, he can't come to my town and speak. We'll mess him up. Where I come from. Then he's denigrating the Ohanaeze and Igbo, the governors, the senators, the deities, everything about Igbo land he's destroying, that he may be seen as the holy of the holies, the Jesus of Igbo people. I stand against it because I know whom I'm dealing with. He talked about Sokoto Caliphate. I understand that caliphate. I was in the caliphate. Not one, not two, not three. I was in the caliphate many times. I did contracts in the caliphate. I know how strong they are. I know the backing of the UK they have got and the Americans. And they think Kanu going to the forest and using drone cameras to capture some young men that is starving who will all of a sudden change anything. No, you're going to attract the wrath of those that own your military. They'll come down and pound you. They're going to kill women. And what is Kanu going to do? He'll go to White House. They are killing us. They are killing us. He'll go to House of Commons. They are killing us. Is that what we are here in for? Permit me to speak my Igbo language. I left this program at a point in time because I was seeing from my camera here that my clients were fighting with a customer. And I got there and I found her just a stupid girl questioning them why they're not wearing mask. And they are fighting already. And I had to separate. I told her to go. Don't pay. Just go. Take your trouble and get away. So whatever people exist, there's bound to be crisis. But he's taking advantage of this natural phenomenon. Speaking hate. Hating on the Yorubas. I don't hate the Yorubas. I don't hate the Hausas. But any bad Yoruba, I hate. Any bad Igbo, like Kanu, I hate. Any bad Hausa, I will hate. Because the Hausa man suffers more than I do. Just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, about 500 young men were kidnapped from Katsina in their school. Dapchi girls, Chibok girls. How many Igbos have been kidnapped, for goodness sake? Why are we blowing a trumpet that has no pipe? Still, we are just the problem of ourselves. All these men have been killed. We called for their death. And that's why I stood up that I will stand against it and I will speak it. If it means to die, let it be. Because I've been living for fucking 40 years. I need to feel how death feels too. I can't shut my mouth up. And my brother, Mayor, you must not sell your platform here. If you don't have truth to say, forget about it. We know the North have sustained the Igbos, no doubt. We know that the Biafra will lost people, no doubt. But what made you think that we can change it today? If Ojukwu, with all their might and their discipline, then couldn't change it. Our people say if you are not there when the snake climbed the tree, you will think that they use hand to pack and enter there.
Why don't we smoothly meander, go through this turbulence? You think by staying abroad, doing menial jobs, sending money for starving boys here to go kill themselves is the best thing to do? If they die, have you sent your own brother to go and die? Do you know how many people I know that have died? Why must they die? That we may enjoy YouTube pages, YouTube views, Facebook views. Is that what you want in life? For me, it's so heartbreaking that we see death looking at us. Now I'm traveling for the Xmas, and I know the military is going to block everywhere. And I'm an Igbo man. Look at my lips. I speak Igbo. Igbo. My English is Igbo English I'm speaking. They're going to track me down, sack me up, sack me down. They wouldn't even know I'm a good man because of your error, and I shouldn't speak because you want to get a Biafra. What is Biafra in Igbo language? Was Biafra there before 1960? Today, you guys have rejected your Igbo-ness, your ancient identity, for something that was fabricated by the Portuguese and given to you because they created a bite of Biafra. When are we going to take ourselves away from the control of the white man, the imperialists? What is the difference between a Dom man, Yoruba man, Hausa man? Look at my face and look at that brother's face. It's the same. The French speak French. The Spanish man, Spanish. The English. And they are all in one accord called the Western world, the NATO. If the Hausas are doing it badly, why don't we are like three? Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. Why don't the Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba come together and tell Hausa man stop it? We'll have the majority. That is the system you're running there. One man will just come up from sleep. A man without any credence denigrates every other people, anything that doesn't support him. I know how many death threats I've received for speaking up for my people. But in America, people speak up against Trump, make steps of him, naked him, and nobody threatened their life. Is that the Biafra you want me to get in? I read your comments here. Look at it. I read your comments, and I say, are these Igbo people? This guy is from a very poor family who never gave him discipline. And he has infused that nonsense into your mind. You're all abusing each other. You were speaking, I kept quiet. I'm speaking, you're interrupting me. Ezra was speaking, interrupting him. Because you don't know principle. I wouldn't stop when you're talking, it's your space. If I'm talking, it's my space. You let me be, I let you be. You are Biafra, I will never come and beat you. But I say, do not tell people to go and stone military men to take their guns. That is suicidal. 9 days before the Obibo crisis, if you watch on my video that went viral, I was gymming in the morning and the thing just came to my head. I was listening to Namdeka and I said, man, I have to speak. I said, Kanu, do not mention NSAS because you are looking for Biafra. Don't talk about it. Federal government is so confused about this thing now. And anything that gives you that correction of any tribe, maybe especially Igbo, is going to be terrible. People abuse me as they are abusing me now. How many people died? Young men. These are the people that are supposed to reincarnate the next Igbo generation. They are destroyed already. That one man may continue to go to smile to the bank. In case you don't know, and I tell you, for 5 consecutive years, Kanu was receiving 36 million naira almost every month. Multiply it, it's in billions. What did he do with it? Nothing. Only after NSAS, when we know that a lot of guns were carted away from the police station, now we are seeing IPOB with AK. You think everybody's stupid? If you're stupid, it's your own business. I want freedom for myself, but I want everyone to agree. Not to come to social media, you bring gun, you show them, you march, you show them. Are you campaigning for anything? I don't get it. What are you campaigning for? You are calling for evil people to invade your land, to kill your people. What is that? Is he thinking at all? Like, is he thinking? The parade, everything was so colorful, nice, but then it should have been done secretly. What is the social media this campaign thing all about? It's my imagination that the Igbos that are known for being critical, we are just so
So feeble. I don't know. Everybody just want to be heard, want to be known. Why should we be so? Even if you say Biafra, let's organize ourselves and get the Biafra. If we say an Igbo, let's organize ourselves and get an Igbo. What is Biafra or death? Who is going to die for who? If Biafra or death, why is he running then? He should stay here. I am in Lagos, man. And I fear no death. And I'm here and I will be in Igbo land anytime, any day. I will be in Owerri, I will be in Port Harcourt. I work, call me for a job, I come and do it in your house. Come and kill me. He couldn't stand his ground, he's always spewing hate, provoking the military. You don't joke with the military, man. They're the last, they're the defense of the land. You can't jettison them. Because you found your way to London. If Nigeria, he was a strong man, what is he doing in London? Strong men stay here and do their thing, man. So, a sped is an Igbo man, but I'll condemn him as I will condemn Shekau because they all belong to the same category. The only difference that we are Igbos, we are standing against him now that is still very little, that we may stop him from destroying us. If we leave this guy, in the next 2 years, Igbo land will be a desert. By then, he would have been protected very well. Doing Shabbat, Elohim, Shammah, Rapha in Israel, with his family living nice, and all of us has no place to go to. And Igbo Gota, Kebaige. Understand it. Understand it critically. Understand it perfectly. That what we are doing, what I'm doing, if I am ever doing this for self-gain, may I not see tomorrow. I'm doing it because I can feel it inside of me, and I've been feeling for a long time that an Igbo is about to be initiated. Blood is about to flow. This is no joke, man. You don't know what is happening. Go and read your history. You think your case started from 1967 or 66. You have been massacred. Go and read about the Kumeku War. Go and read when the white men came here. You've been through hell. If you don't know your history, man, you don't know where you're going to. Go back to your history. Forget about these young men typing nonsense. They don't even know anything. All they know is Elohim, Shawa, Shama, Rafa. All this is just to cajole you to get some money. It's all about money. It's all about money. Now they have to fund the Eastern Network Security, whatever. They have to fund it. Whose pocket? The same guy man's pocket. A movement registered under him, his name. Not even in your land. You don't even pay tax to this land. You pay to the UK government. What is it? You see truth. Like, why are you lying? You will be killed eventually. Truth is everything in life. Truth is the heaven you're talking about. So thank you very much. On your mic.
Okay, Ezifan Chuku, I appreciate you so much. I've really spoken your mind and you were so emotional about it, just like every one of us. Before I give Mayor opportunity to talk, I want to say something because that is the feeling of most people. They think you really capture that mood, Ezifan Chuku. People think we come here to advertise ourselves. I want to say something that activism is not an easy job. It deprived me of my sleep, my working times. I went out this morning to do something, but I have to run home, canceled everything I have within this time. All these people have something doing, but time is everything. But we give up our time, our money, everything in order to talk to our people. A few days ago, I was so frustrated. I mean, I was seriously frustrated. And I asked myself, what am I doing? Every time I can't have time for myself and other things. I said, I'm giving up. And one of the reasons why is because when you are trying to, resuscitate people who are already dead, it is difficult. It's something that can never happen. Bringing to life somebody that is already. So I felt that some IPOB members have already have appointment with death. Their destiny have really, or there are some people who said who in their destiny will not live long, so they want to die. So in that case, you cannot bring them back. So if you speak the most you can, then you allow the actor to act. So I think we have tried our best. We have done all we can. Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu, thank you so much. for being so emotional about that. Now, I want us to, we are rounding up. I want to give everybody three minutes, but Mayor, I will give you 5 minutes because 2 people mentioned your name. But apart from you, I will give everybody three minutes so that we round up this video.
Brother,
so Mayor, is an opportunity for you to talk.
Brother, thank you so much. You cannot give me 5 minutes because I think possible because all these things are coming to me. I have to reply everybody. Because if you are joining now, my name is Mayor Chris. I am the leader of Love is the Greatest movement. First of all, I have to start. Okay, my brother Isaac. Whenever I want to address you, I'm going to use my language. I'm going to use English to address you, but I'm going straight to my own brother Ezawa. Ezawa made a point that I am sorry and I apologize for trying to be more faster than my shadow. Ezawa, I apologize. As I was in the reason AJ caught or Ishia will not fight the representative, and that was why I tried to cut that and say the real truth of the matter. Ezawa was not fighting any representative. Ezawa was fighting. Ezawa, not really that he was fighting. Ezawa was speaking his mind towards Eze Igwe Boshiri Werebia, and which some of his village people disagree with him. So because if Ezawa is fighting representative or governors or anybody, believe me, people will follow Ezawa because those people are not doing well. But this is Eze, and you people know that in a village there are some respect accorded to some Eze. Many people will disagree with you. So that is why what I was trying to explain. And I want us to tell our viewers the truth. That was why I tried to cut it off. And Ezawa, thank you so much for understanding me. Going to you, my brother Isaac Onyebabe. My name is Mayor. I am happy to meet you today. You were curious. You said the security that launched. Your main problem was this is how Boko Haram started. Isaac, you live in Nigeria, and according to you, you said you have been writing many things about IPOB. I am not an IPOB, but Isaac, do you know that members of Boko Haram is now joining Nigeria Army? Have you heard about that? Can you unmute yourself so I can hear you? I'm not hearing. Okay. Because I have to. We
okay.
need to make.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Have you heard about that?
All right. Yes. From intelligence report, right? Not even intelligence report. Okay. It's no news to anybody, right? This repentant Boko Haram
joining the Nigeria Army.
To infuse them.
And the Nigeria Army are meant to protect you, right? And the people who are bombing churches, who are kidnapping girls, who are raping girls, who are doing everything are joining the same Nigeria Army. You are not worried. You are worried about the Eastern security.
Yes, I'm worried about this because I'll tell you what, we have been having different. If they're not.
No, okay.
Insecurity,
because
right?
of my time, let me go on. Isaac, I want to ask you another question.
I'm trying to answer.
I want to ask, have you heard about the 150,000 they want to be paying the repentant terrorists? Have you heard about that? That is a rumor.
Is a rumor.
Do you need a video clip where Senator Ndume was saying about that? Did you saw the video?
No, Senator Idem, what Senator Idem said was that these people there's anything called repentant Boko Haram exist. They should be killed. That's what he was trying to do, even if he didn't say it in the video. But I'm telling about paying them.
No,
that is not
because
true.
I speak
let's not add that.
Now, coming to
and
you,
I support
Isaac, you are not worried about the repentant Boko Haram who have killed many souls, thousands of people that is joining army. You are not.
I am very worried.
Okay.
I am.
You said Eastern security is how the Boko Haram started, and you are referring to those people as how the Boko Haram started. And you said something that Nnamdi Kanu should not lead the movement. And you said something again that Nnamdi Kanu call was intercepted. Isaac, I believe in reality, Nnamdi Kanu call was not intercepted. I want to tell you something. You can Google it. Love is the greatest movement. The first interview Nnamdi Kanu was granted wanted was Njenje Media. It was not Muhammad. What is the name again? No. The first interview was Njenje Media.
Okay,
that was later. I'm trying to tell you because
right?
I speak with facts. The first interview was Njenje Media, which includes some notable Igbo men and the Fenika Yote and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I want to tell you something. Nnamdi Kanu didn't make a call. If there is any,
excuse me, Mayor.
It was a video.
Excuse me, Mayor. Excuse me. I need every other person to mute. I need everybody to mute their mic so that only Mayor will be talking. Mayor, just say what you want to say and they will react on their time because we have like 25 minutes more to end this program. Okay, so I need you to just go to your point, say all you need to say, so then they will have their own time so that we can mute our mic. Only you will be talking. Thank you. Please mute your mic. Let only Mayor talk.
All right.
So now Nnamdi Kanu didn't call anybody or call any of the coordinator. I watched the video. The video is still there. It was even during the message he was sending to Bola Tinubu. You can go. The video is 34 minutes. And if you listen to that full video, you will understand what Nnamdi Kanu was saying. And the only thing is this: the video was edited, and nobody wanted to join the full speech. And which Nnamdi Kanu made it clear in that conversation with Njenje Media. That was the first interview during the EndSARS protest. He apologized. He apologized in that video. If he was misquoted, he didn't even withdraw his word. He said, "If I was misquoted, please, I apologize." That was how it is, and I quote you right. And going to the another point you read, you said Nnamdi Kanu is not the one that lead that should lead us. The question is this: can you lead us, Isaac, Obama, my brother? Can you lead us? Can you raise someone who will lead us to the? Because as it is now, I am speaking to you as a brother. I have a father who is called Ohanaeze, and I have a brother who is called Governor. They are not speaking on my behalf, and the visitor somewhere is speaking on my behalf. Who should I respect? It is a question thrown to you, because going straight to my brother Isaac, my brother Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu, he said, Isaac, my brother Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu said, because of Nnamdi Kanu, people are massacred. Isaac, I don't know how old you are. I am 37 years now, and I respect you, and I believe you respect mine. June 2012, Kaduna church bombing. It was massacre. Deeper Life church shooting, 2012. It was massacre. 2012, December 12, it was massacre. 2013, Baga massacre. It was not Biafra. Yobe school shooting. It was not Biafra. Gujiba College massacre. It was not Biafra. Kawuri massacre. It was not about Biafra. 2014, Konduga massacre. It was not about Biafra. Federal Government College Buniyadi attack. It was not Biafra. April 2014, Abuja attack. It was not Biafra. It was massacre. 2014, Kambori Ngala massacre. If I didn't pronounce the village well, I am sorry, but I am Igbo. You know this one very well. Goza massacre. 2014 also. It was not massacre. Kano bombing. 2014. It was massacre. It was not about Biafra. 2015, killing of Biafran protesters. It was massacre. Zaria massacre 2015. Up to 700 to 1,000 died, and you know about it because Nigeria, we hate history. We don't like history. Coming to you, Lekki massacre is not Biafra. My brother, I want to tell you something. As the Ifeanyi Chukwu, a country that is not working is not working. Now, Nigeria believe in killing the citizen. Udi massacre, let me not forget about Udi massacre that killed up to 1,000 people. It was not about Biafra. This is a country who, I don't know whether it's Udi massacre or something. I believe it is not a Biafra issue. It was a stage something. You can correct me, but I want to tell you something. Lekki shooting that is even going viral up to now. It is not Biafra affair. It is a Nigeria affair. This is a country who believe in killing their citizens to maintain the one Nigeria. I want to tell you something. That is what you are seeing. This is a country who have a country that Prince, okay, I want you to give me time because I am still responding to Isaac. Thank you so much. This is a country that have not worked, and it has never it cannot work. Now, the problem you are seeing all these things, why are you seeing all this? Because the country believe to kill their own citizens to maintain the one Nigeria. That is why you see all this killing. And I'm coming to you. You are using all these countries that we are living now as an example. If you go to England, Scotland is asking for their referendum. How many people have died? How many people have died? And when you want everybody to realize that Nigeria, if you are coming to East, I am sorry, my English might not be perfect. I'm sorry, but I want anybody that is watching me should just follow things the way it is. Please, if you are coming down to East, how many checking points are you seeing? From immediately you reach us, how many checking points have you met? How many checking points can I home in Abarata? All this while in Aba from Lagos to here, how many kilometers? And Isaac, you said that in the east is we are safe in the east. Isaac, haven't here where our governor of Enugu went and said after the Fulani massacre, governor of Enugu went there and declared 3 days fasting and prayer. Haven't you heard about that? 2019. It happened in 2019. He declared fasting and prayer. It happened in 2018. He said we should continue praying. Haven't you heard about that? You said East is the safest place. Haven't you heard about Okija? Haven't you heard about Oka? Because please, it's like I'm hearing my voice. Please, now when you say we are in the East, we are safe. We are safe because when you count about East, you should count about where you are coming from. How many times have been people crying on the road? Even as I'm talking to you now, the videos are online. Yeah, oh, good Fulani have finished us. Are they not East? Are they not? Those states where you came from, they are not. They are not. But you didn't talk about all these things. You are telling us how Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. No, Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem, but Nnamdi Kanu is partially. Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu is only voice that that people gather to speak so that he can speak for them. If he's not doing it right, that is your opinion. If another person rises tomorrow, you will still find fault in him. If Nnamdi Kanu said, look, I am not defending Nnamdi Kanu, but I'm telling you, even my IPOB brother that are watching me, they know that I'm a saboteur. I say my mind, I go where I'm going. But the real truth is this: if it is another person that is doing the same thing Nnamdi Kanu is doing, you will not like it because success attracts some of one thing about success, it attracts how can I put it? Brother, don't cut me. Allow me to talk. You invited me
because we have like 15 more minutes, so other people will share this little 50. We can't have more than 2 hours program. So that's why I'm giving you just round up in the next 60 seconds.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. In the Bible, we hear about the voice shouting in the wilderness, make your way. The then the voice in this our generation is Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why you see some of us telling him to unite with others, because we believe only him have the solution, and that is why we believe, people like me believe he should unite with other people to get what we want. But we are not. If I came here to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is not the solution, I'm lying to myself. Nnamdi Kanu is the solution. But people like me, and that is why I said I am not an IPOB, because I believe he should unite with other people and give us the answer, because he have the capacity. Nnamdi Kanu is a political party. Anything you can call about it. So when you are telling me that Nnamdi Kanu cannot give it to me, then can you give it to me?
Okay. Mayor, thank you so much. I appreciate you. First of all, I appreciate you for coming this program. I really, really appreciate from the bottom of my heart, because I wanted to hear from every angle, even though you are representing a different opinion, and that is what we want. At the end of the day, we allow the viewers to judge. And now we have I never intended to have a program that is more than 2 hours. So please, my remaining viewer guest, I plead with you, whatever you need to say, just round it up within 5 minutes. Let it not be more than 5 minutes. I will start with you, Ezawo. Please, every reaction and whatever you need to say, if you can make it within 5 minutes, I will appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I greet everyone of you here. And I say good evening once again. To respond to Mr. Mayor, he said about I was not fighting for our representatives. I was fighting for kingship. That's why they cut off my head. And he also said that he said everything here with fact and figure. But there you lie by saying my head was cut off because I was fighting for kingship. No, you lie. I was fighting all the representatives. I was fighting all the representatives, but the royal, they take it personal because the Eza was stopped. All those representatives, people that sold the local government that off, I was shouting. The people they gave money, they worked some primary schools in our mama, paid up to 40 million, 60 million, and they boozled the money. They didn't do anything. I was shouting. The royal family, they cut off my head. Why the politicians? They locked me up. So don't say I fight only about Nnamdi Kanu. One, you don't make me expect it to work. The main problem now, recently now, is in Nnamdi Kanu. That's the main problem now. Current. When I start to tackle those royal majesties, I tackle them till we get to the point of that we jump face to face, man to man, and I conquer them. When I start to tackle those representatives, I tackle them to the extent of the point of I now visit home. They came to my house with policemen, but policemen ran away. They now came to my house again with army. Army took me to police station. I spent 2 days there. But because of my hands are clean, because of I'm not to offend anybody, I was in cell. A lot of people, personnel was coming. What did our king do? You people should release him. They released me after 2 days. But these people plan was to lock me up there for life. So don't say what you don't know and claim to be fact and figure. That's my correction for your side. Thank you for your understanding. So now, for the security, my own view of the security. Don't give me 2 minutes or 3 minutes, please. I hate that, you know. For this reason of security, my own view of it is this. You know, I dreamed last 2 days where everyone was slaughtered, and I come on air, I speak out that my dream. This security, this Isaac said it here. This security is going to end up if they don't unite. It's better Enugu go to Enugu, Abia go to Abia, Imo go to Imo, Anambra go to Anambra. Every state go and tackle your representative, tackle your representative. These are our problems. We should stop talking about Biafra. Ojukwu fight for Biafra, and Ojukwu himself later come out and say that let us learn from the mistake he made. He made the mistake. He said it open, and he wants us to learn from that mistake. This Biafra is something. I was born in and grew up in Cameroon. Since I have been listening to Biafra, the only thing this Biafra speech or name or whatever offer in Igbo land is dead. He don't offer light. None of these people talking about Biafra have ever give even one state light. None of these people talking about Biafra have even renovated one primary school. Renovation, one primary school. Only thing we see from this Biafra is killing, die. And we are not Biafra. That's why it's not coming. Because it's not what we are. If you go to the history, you will see that Ojukwu created this name, Biafra. And he created it because of the killings of Ndigo. So for him to save Ndigo, he now lost more soul. He started it to save Ndigo, but at the end of it, he lost a lot of soul. He even ran away. And there is 3 things in freedom fighter. Whether you die, or you stay in prison, or you win. If you didn't win, you must be in prison. If you are not in prison, you must be a dead person. 3 of these things, if you don't have any one of them, you are not a freedom fighter. You have your freedom. If you are not in prison, you are not there, you are not yet to have that Biafra, then you are not a freedom fighter. You are just a dog that shout, whoa, 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 whoa at the night. So this security, my view of this security, if they can unite and those governors back those security up, fight for them alone, those security, at least to be getting salary from government, just as Wazirike did, just as every security they are in Nigeria. If they are getting monthly salary, because Nand is not ready to pay these zombies, these Umayabas. And when they are not getting paid, they will turn it now to become Arab. When they are not getting food, they are not getting something to eat, they will turn it to become terrorists. And they will start it like all these people writing, come back home, come back home. Them themselves, they are outside, but they are Umayabas. They are ginger Umayabas. If you go back home, so Umayabas, they say you slaughter you, they to be killing, they claim they come to fight for their freedom. I'm against the security if they are not unity. If as long as there is no unity, I'm against the security. And again, for those zombies, I'm a fearless king of Onya in a man. Is our power, is our igrigawa. For those fools who may come back home, you don't need to write it to me. When any politician see Manakas to go in here, see I have put or any platform, make I hear from your voice or from your own platform. There, a madman will not. If I see you for Nigeria, I give you food 72 hours of my ticket from Nigeria. I would want Nandi Biafra or dead, because if you could have died, Biafra could have come by now. That Biafra that is not our name could have come. Mua, I come to die to stop evil, and I'm ready to die at any fucking time. Whoever the fucking stupid may be, I'm ready. No retreat, no surrender. Your mic, okay, you have to open your mic.
Okay. I thank you so much, Ezawo. You are the fearless king. I appreciate you, and ready to invite you to any of my program anytime, any day. Please mute your mic. If your mic is on, mute it.
It's Isaac, mute this.
If your mic is on, mute it. So I will invite you to my program any day because you are the fearless king. Everybody have their own way. Everybody must not be a university graduate. Everybody must not be, in a society, you have everybody. I invited you because I know you have a certain people who must hear from you. Perhaps they will not understand when Isaac talk. They will not understand, but when you talk, they get your word more than every other thing. So everybody have their way in a society. So we cannot say, oh, because you're not speaking the Queen's English. I don't speak Queen's English either. I'm not an Englishman. I'm Monibo. This English, we learned it at a certain time in our lives, and we are trying to cope. So if you speak the best English, I thank you. So for some of us who are managing, like Ezawa, my brother, Mayor, every other person, yeah, we can speak whatever we can, so long as we communicate. So I appreciate you, Ezawa. Thank you so much for coming to this program. I will ask my remaining brothers to bring down you there, to streamline their speech and wrap everything up. So, bro Isaac Obakwe, I want you to react to some of these things and give us your final thoughts.
All right. Thank you for giving me this opportunity again. And to the three guests, you people are wonderful. Oh, I can see the passion, right? Is a Ifeanyi and our king isn't right. I don't know why the moderator is trying to downplay you that you cannot speak English, but trust me, you can communicate, and your communication has.
I know. I didn't mean him because I had people writing that we don't speak good English. So I let them know that we learned this English. Not only that, or even me. We are just managing. Thank you.
He was able to express himself. I wish I will meet you someday too. Right? And then you, Mayor, I would love to meet you. I love your passion, and I love the fact that you came with a different opinion as regards to making case for Nnamdi Kanu. You made some sense, and I really appreciate that too. But there's something that you said that I'm not a supporter. I'm not really a supporter of Nnamdi Kanu, but for now, he's who he is. Now, but you said one thing, right? And one of the issues you have with him is that he's not creating this synergy between him and the people in your region that he needs to create that. And he actually need to do that. He has his followers and stuff. It's a rallying point. You can't take that away from him. But I'll tell you the truth, a man cannot make a forest. He needs to have this synergy, this understanding, this connection with the people in the East, no matter how he sees them. That's the way forward. Because all these things that we're talking about, when you try to criticize Nnamdi Kanu, the first thing you will get is that how much is government paying you? How much are they paying you? You hate him so much. I fought with Buhari for 8 straight years. I was invited by the DSS twice. Right? The same northern people keep telling me that, how much did they pay me? I wish they paid me to be criticizing. I think I would have been happy. So when you criticize Nnamdi Kanu, I get the same reaction I get from Buhari. So I'm used to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I don't criticize him because I hate him. I criticize him because I saw he's somebody that allows his emotion to get the better part of him. That's it. If his followers cannot tell him that, those of us who liked him will tell him. If he cannot listen, we'll look for another way to pass it. So that's it. So I thank all of you, and I'm happy to be in this platform to express my views. Thank you.
Your mic.
Can you hear me?
I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you, Isaac, for coming to this program. I thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming to this program. Yeah, I really hope to bring you back again early next year. As I said, this may be my last political program for the year, but Isaac, believe me, I will bring you, and we'll have more to talk about. Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu, I want you to wrap up whatever reactions and whatever you think, your take on all of this, and we'll call it a day. Thank you so much. Put your mic, your mic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. And I must appreciate all of you for this wonderful time with you. It's not easy to come by. Thank you. But then I want to say one thing. And my brother Isaac, Obakwe, no verse. This word means that person will fire the born in house when they pursue rats. All these excuses, they not are doing this, they not are. Is that why you want to expose your people to danger and they get killed for nothing? I just want to know. Man, if my wife is carrying my baby behind her, I cannot slap her. Are you getting it? Even if I hate her so much. Sure, my enemy is carrying my baby, I won't slap my enemy because that will, by extension, hurt my baby. Let us think about Igbo land. Yes, that he mentioned so many bombing and killings all over the country. And he even tried to mention Nimbo killing, you know. And he tried to inflate the number. It was 46 people. That's my town. That's where I come from. That died. And you know, it's a rare thing that happens to our people. And it shouldn't even happen to our people in the first place. We shouldn't use it as a reference for more to die. Why I'm speaking? Because you and I know that once you provoke the military, they come after you. And they were going to kill you. We know that we have imposition in this country. We know that our constitution is not of us. It was imposed on us. We are amending this constitution. We know this fact. So, but what we're trying to say now is this. We do not have the military might to unturn this. So we might have to use our brain might, this thing, Akoluche, to unturn it. You don't expect me to say everything here. And that's why anybody is racing now. Once again, let me speak that language. And you come on both. How can one man, and I will explain, when you wee in the same sports, it will foam. You wee, I wee, and many of us, it will foam. So why should Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly be the one to speak for the rest of us? Are we incapacitated? If no, why don't we work together? You mentioned it, Mayor, that we need to work with the rest of us because one hand cannot carry load, put for head. He needs the two hands to do it. So if he means well for Ndibo, would he just do that? I respect that. And I'm going to work with him. Don't forget, they have reached me before, even when I have left their camp, to use my platform to speak in their favor. Chinas Amworu is the name. I'm saying it here. And I was supposed to be underpaid. My brother, I don't mean to hurt you, but I know as we're talking, you were gathering information from them, even though you're not a member of them, but an apologist of them. But I want you to know one thing. You may be in Germany, Austria, wherever you are. So good for you. People are here. I am your brother, your flesh and your blood. I'm coming.
No.
You talk. Don't worry. I'll let you talk. I'm your flesh and your blood. If I get killed for these mistakes, these excesses of this one man, would you like it? If no, please spare my life. I have got 5 children, and I want to see them live a good life. I work non-stop. See, my wife just called me. I received call. Please, you can see I off the mic. I'm still on live program. Why I'm doing it because who knows who hits next? If Kanu is arranging a security outfit for Ndibo, please may it not be seen on the internet. Please. It's good. He cares about us. But if you put it on the internet, it's like doing offering with your hands open. How much you putting in there? It's wrong. We know it's wrong. If they are carrying AK-47, please don't show the military your might because they have RPGs, they have drones, they have everything that you don't have. Air power. And if you show them that Anibo is already doing all these things, they are going to fly over you and bomb you at the AK-47. So this thing looks like a politics to me. If when you see truth, you say the truth. We are not here because we so much you want to be seen. We are here because we want to save those who do not have the IQ that we have. And we are doing this selflessly. You think it's easy for me to go to Ebola with all this look I have, and I'm walking from bar to bar, friend's house to friend's house. I know it's a risky thing, but I'm doing it because I can't keep quiet. How I wish I could, but it's not possible for me because I know I've seen the whole thing is just rackets. It's hush puppy level. They are using to hypnotize our people for pay, money, ego, owo kudi, ima, gaimam, mayor, iwa konuchi ime emne kumakia. We cannot be Mr. Good all the time. We can be good and bad, nevertheless. But your choice you make will speak for you. I ought to have been out of this planet, but the choices I made kept me alive. Let's always make a good choice. Because if Kanu thinks he cares about Nigeria, his brother is Ima Power or the fine boy. He's in Nigeria. He was not in that forest. The sister is called Nenna, a police officer. She was not in that forest. What are we saying? We see truth, we are telling lies. For our people that keep abusing us here, allow your minds to think. You're allowing emotion to overcloud your minds. Just sit back, close your eyes, and listen to what I'm saying. Think about what I've just said, and you wake up to realize that you're heading to your grave. Many more we have to suffer. Many more we have to die. Don't ask me why. Listen, things are not the way they used to be, and I won't tell no lies. because a lot, coronavirus, all this is going on, there's something going on in the air. It's about squashing the population of black man. Do not be a participant to that. I won't say more than I should say because I live in their space. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, every one of you, for coming to this program. I appreciate you. Can
brother? No.
My brother, Mayor, wait.
No, you give everybody to round up their talk. With the
yes, I gave you. Even you have like 20 minutes.
Okay,
20 minutes.
Okay, my brother, listen. For the first time in social media, people extend invitation to me. I don't go because because I'm a I haven't been to any program had never been invite, but I just attended this one. You know, I don't know the consequences. I don't want to know. You know, and I apologize in advance because of some of my behavior. I always host, so I haven't been. You know, nobody have hosted me. You know, but you will give me 5 minutes as you give other people. You understand? So that I will round up. You understand what I mean?
Okay. I am passing my board. So please let it not be more than some people want to go. Let it not be more than 3 minutes. Please, some people want to go. We can't keep people all there.
Okay.
Just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, please.
It's not Martin. If you can't stay, no, it's not Martin because it's a random. It's a random.
Okay. Just 3 minutes.
Go, but you know, okay. I am Agma Agafe. Okay. As if I my brother, you said according to what you said, can him ejiri post here this security on air. As if I should the first time war, social media war with Ijele, non-Nigeria now about defense fund. I remember 2017, 2018, the video cannot there, and that was how my problem with Ijele started. And then I was a full-time IPOB, and when I say I'm an IPOB, I fight over it. You can Google Mayor Chris. That was when I burned Nigeria flag. That was the same time I burned my passport. Together. It's on Google. It's everywhere. Just to tell you how level I am. Now, many of you now, where is defense fund? Even you, I have watched one of your videos, maybe in judo things. But for Nnamdi Kanu to show things like that is for some of you. And I maybe it is not good though. I am not speaking for him. And maybe it's good. But when you see those things are the reasons, because many of you have raised the point, where is the defense fund? Where is all this? And that is why you are seeing all those things. And now, when you are seeing all those things, now, in Ajubu Defense Fund, now, will you still ask those questions? No. And that is why, you maybe you will still be arguing, where is the defense fund? Where is it? And now he have shown you the same thing. Now you came back and said, he shouldn't be showing it. He shouldn't be showing it. So he gotta go. He shouldn't be showing. So these are the reasons. These are one of the things we have to understand. Now, when we are making a point, I can make a point. Politics is all about propaganda. You cannot choose nke Nnamdi Kanu could feel in this. Then it happened. It's about propaganda. The same way Nigeria government should be propaganda. The same way you should be propaganda because the fight Nigeria government. And the same thing now governors or Ohanaeze because they might he have made a meeting with them, which you saw it. You have been shouting restructure. How many years? Have you gotten any structure? Do you think now in the meeting today, God? Or do you think I'm going to restructure? They went into it. Ohanaeze restructure for how many years now? Ohanaeze have not conducted any rally to say restructure this country. They all came, restructure. Now, these are the points. These are the problem we are facing, my brother. You know, I boy, got that 3 minutes. You know, that the reply was for my brother. So those things you are seeing is one of the propaganda because at least now, only one defense fund, they close go the propaganda now. Who got the new propaganda now? The new propaganda now, why is he showing it? And that is why it is called politics. The same way I am expecting some of my IPOB brothers who are activists should go and defend themselves. But people have these things, they will not go. They will tell you this person is a sabo, this person is a sabo. But we need to educate. This is evangelism. No, I'm not hearing you, my brother.
Your mic. Okay, Messi, your microphone.
So I give you time more than every other person, Mayor, to respond and to say something. So now, as I will give you just 2 minutes, please, before we round up the program, because if I'm able to give him 5, at least I should give you 2 minutes.
I greet everybody in the house. I won't got much to say. It's just to appreciate Eze Ifeanyi Chukwu. He spoke very well. It's also to appreciate Mayor. He also spoke very well. It's also to appreciate Isaac. He also spoke very well. And okay, being you hosting us to your platform, I appreciate you also to bring a time or a day like this where we can come and voice out our opinion. So nothing much to say. I have said all my mind. My mind remains the same. To stop.
Okay. So I want to thank every other person that graced this program. I thank all the viewers. We have said a lot of things. I don't need to say anything much about my position. You know my position. Mayor, you know my position. Ezawo, you know my position. Isaac and Ifeanyi Chukwu. I thank every one of you. Unfortunately, we are facing a difficult time, an unprecedented time in the history of our nation and tribe. I have heard all you said. I leave the people to judge. But one thing we must understand is this, that no matter how you feel about the situation, if you kill yourself for nothing, you have yourself to blame. Today, there is one video, I shared the video, but because when you have a lot of followers, you share video, that video is filtered by Facebook algorithm. So the moment I posted that video, they covered it up. An IPOB boy, one of these so-called security guy, his hand was caught. I saw people who were untrained trying to cut off the bones, and then he was crying. I felt so bad. The reason I felt so bad because I know that a lot will die. People will die more. A lot. And then let us talk about the security implication. All of you mentioned it. I don't need to re-emphasize it, but the truth is, anything in law, they say that whatever have illegal standing, no matter what sit on top, will be illegal. So if one single man is able to sit somewhere and then organize some group of people, faceless people, we don't know them, we don't know where they are coming from, we don't even know who they are, and then put them inside the forest around us to guard you people. I really wonder how that will go. And tomorrow we will say there are a lot of policemen and soldiers in the east. Believe me, expect more. In the next few days, you're going to see a lot of military presence in the south. This is to forestall any evil occurrence, because definitely things will happen. A lot of stupid stuff will take place. So I was waiting for Ifeanyi because I needed to give him his own last moment. So Ifeanyi, you're welcome. We're waiting for you. So I need to give you your last 2 minutes before I round up.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I had a network problem.
Okay.
But I am not so comfortable with the discussion today for a singular reason. I believe in institutions. I believe institution means people. Institution does not mean noise. I don't know. Okay, mute your side. This is our own is always quiet. Mute your side because it's bringing hands seriously. Thank you. So we have been discussing a man, a birth, one single soul that makes decision for the rest of us. Last time I checked, the definition of democracy is government of a people, by the people, and of the people. That is all inclusive. It's like Ikea, this Ikea talk is the same thing. But some people out of sentiment have been speaking in favor of a man to their own detriment. I am talking about saving lives. I just saw a video of 4 men killed in Ebonyi State today because of this. In case you don't know, the video you saw, ESN or ENSN, is from Ebonyi State. And 4 people were killed today. 1 was shot, his hand damaged. He's on my page. You can't check it out. And they were using knife to cut the bone to fix back. This is a medical team of IPOB. If that's what you think is good for you, what's my business? I'm not a poor man. I'm not begging to be fed or give me money. I'm just concerned. I'm a humanist. So we keep discussing Nnamdi Kanu politics. What is the name of the party? Is it registered? Can it bring about a leader? Or the one when I die, I'll go to heaven? So we just have to understand that this is just madness. We have been caught up in a web of madness. Until we unweb ourselves and begin to think for ourselves. This thing is just what you are looking at, man. It's not about hate. Think about it, my brothers and sisters. Whatever you are, think about it. Army is going to come to Igbo land. They are not going to stay in Boronu. Forget about it. Because Boronu do their thing. Man. You don't do nothing. Who wants to die? You want Army to go to where they will die? They would rather come to where you show social media and they come and kill you. You understand it? So that is the situation here. And we should be passionate about it. We shouldn't be concerned about how many views. We shouldn't be concerned about how much you make. Because
okay, if I don't make interrupt, but to my brother, okay.
No, I said, hold, I'm talking now. It just decorum demands I talk.
Dream argument.
No, but then if Oku Nebuto only for you, then you check yourself.
No, yeah, you look at what you are saying. So I won't make closing remark. I make closing remark. You could try you mama reply. You go get with them. Just closing remark.
Okay, man.
I have to come for here. Look at what you are saying. I will reply you unless the onion host here will give me time to reply you. I will allow you to talk. But I won't give you time to reply.
No, you don't allow me. I'm not in your show.
This is not closing remark. No, this is not closing remark. This is an attack. This is attack that need to reply.
Excuse me. I'm not in your show.
No.
I was in your show.
This is not about my show. This is about equal grant. This is about equal grant. This is not about.
If I give you only 60 seconds, I give you.
No, there is difference between closing and.
If you don't have to refer to anybody, I give you only 60 seconds. If I to round up, so that. If I give you only 60 seconds to round up, so say, but don't make any remark that will bring anybody up. Just what is your take exactly? What is a solution? What do you think is a solution? If anybody asks you, what is your solution? Just say it in 60 seconds.
The solution, I want to swim now. If I'm sinking, I don't swim like this. I swim like this. You get it? Igbo land is sinking today. Don't swim like this. You go down to the bottom. Let us swim like this. Come any other thing, I don't know. But let's use our sense. Kogi does not love Nigeria today. And I can tell you, Idoma does not love Nigeria today. Adamawa and the rest of them do not, even a Doma that came doesn't love Nigeria. But you know one thing? They don't attract that force to themselves. They are waiting for others to wake up at a point in time that we may be free. On point of this, I end my submissions. Any other thing, don't stay abroad and come here and shoot guns, please. Just come down. Let us arrange it and do the gun shooting here. Because you cannot stay there and be sending money for some hungry men to come and kill me. That's my take. Thank you.
On this note, I want to thank every one of you for coming to this program. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I hope to invite you very soon. I want to say happy Christmas to every one of you. If you are traveling to your village, I want to say safe journey. Just be careful, especially at Onitsha. I heard that a lot of things are happening at Iweka Road. Guard your bag, guard your purse, guard everything. Make sure you don't leave something. We don't want you to cry. Don't travel with cash. Go with your ATM card. And if you must go with cash, let somebody send it to you when you get there. Transfer it through bank transfer. Just be careful. And remember, don't borrow money to celebrate Christmas. Christmas will always come. If you're not able to travel, go back and stay at home. If you're able to travel, do that. And I ask my brothers, whether you are IPOB or you're not IPOB, whatever, remember, we are one. We are one people. We are Igbos, and then we are Nigeria. Love your neighbor. And our brothers in the north, I will ask you, please, anybody you can talk to, talk to. Let us preach love. If you're in the west, let us preach love. If you're in the south, let us preach love. We can always win this world and this war with love. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Prince Oke Emezu. My regards to all you viewers, and thanks to my special guest. God bless you until we talk again. Bye.